Hello friends, my name is Shyam Verma. I am Director PT Education Raipur. I have been heading this center as a director for almost more than a decade or so now. And in these many years, not just 1, 2, 300, 200, there have been some thousands and thousands of students who have been a part of PT Education Raipur. And in my journey of training students with our entire team, it has been a terrific experience for me in terms of not only training students but in fact also learning from the students' perspective a lot of things. So friends, I welcome all of you through this video. I welcome all of you who are going to watch this video to this special small career talk called Coffee Talk with Toppers. Now why did we name this small talk as Coffee Talk with Toppers? Because this year in CAT 2015, PT Raipur Center has produced a lot of All India toppers in many sense. For example, I am very happy to introduce to you all my dear student of this year, Rajat Vardiyani, who was PT Education's All India topper in CAT, who scored clear 99.95 percentile in CAT 2015. Not only that, we have one student, Yogesh Devangan, who scored 99.99 percentile in CMAT. We have students who have got finally selected in FMS, IIFT, students who got all the IIM calls, 19 IIM calls and things like that. Apart from that, we have this one student last year, Nataj Jain, who was All India topper of CLAT, Common Law Admissions Test. Although it is not related to MBA, it is related to CLAT, Common Law Admission Test, who finally took admission in NLS Bangalore. But anyway, so friends, let's get cracking with a small, beautiful interactive session with our special guest today, who was our student, Rajat. So Rajat, I just want to know that how does it feel after becoming kind of All India topper, scoring 99.99 percentile. You got all the IIM calls almost, ranging from IIM Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Lucknow, Indore, Kozhikode and all the new IIMs and things like that. So what kind of feeling you had after you saw the scorecard like this and after you had the calls, IIM calls pouring into your bag?
So feeling was mixed types. Once I saw the score, I was really happy. But it took time to sunk in the feeling. Then again, the feeling sunk in, and then I started to think about the interviews lined up. So there was a mixed feeling of happiness and a pressure to convert these calls. And family was also really happy. So happiness all over.
Okay. Though I will be asking a lot of specific questions related to a lot of areas, I just have one broad question that exactly how things went with you, how did you prepare, how did you shape up yourself, because you did your course with PT Education for almost 1.5 to 2 years or so. So how has been your journey with PT Education for the past almost close to 2 years?
So the
what kind of ups and downs in your personal internal turbulence you faced in terms of lowered motivation level and things like that?
Initially, when I joined, the course was going on within the classroom only. So there was no much of competition and other things. We were just started kind of. But at the time went on, we started to realize that we need to practice more about the things and take them seriously. So we started practicing mock tests and other tests also which were available. Started solving the materials other than the classroom which were available on the PT's website. So these were really helpful, and the faculties were there. They took our personal counseling sessions that were very helpful. They started to make us realize what were our strengths and weaknesses and how to work on them. They motivated us. So that was a part of our preparation, and that was most helpful.
Okay, great. Rajat, now let me get down to certain specific areas. Because you have scored 99.95 percentile in CAT, so it makes a lot of sense for all those viewers who are going to watch this video so that they can understand how to work upon these specific areas like English, TI, Maths, GK, etc. things like that. So let's begin with English. Normally, certain engineers, they believe that I'm not very good at English. What was your case and how did you overcome that vocabulary comprehension and other areas?
As being an engineer, English was also my weak area. So initially I thought I should not focus on that. but I had to because it has equal weightage in the CAT score. So I had to focus on that, and for that I started reading. Reading improves the comprehension skills, and apart from that, I started learning the vocabulary. Attended PT's vocabulary session that was taken, so it helped me build up my vocabulary. And reading was the main part which helped me improve my English.
Hmm. Okay. Now, apart from English portion, I could see that you scored very good percentile in quant, that is maths. So, what were your favorite areas and what were your difficult areas, and how did you overcome your problems of maths?
Maths, I used to like it since my childhood, so it was my strength, and I used to practice it more than other areas. I like the geometry part and coordinate geometry and the time, speed, and distance part. That were my favorite, so I used to practice them much more. And
Okay.
other parts, I was. It was like I used to like them, but not at that. So I used to practice them mainly in mocks. After completing my study material, the classroom material, I started practicing mocks, the sectional test, and analyzing them was really important.
Okay, okay. Now let me ask a very specific question related to your current affairs or general awareness and overall awareness related to the world affairs. Like we were providing you something called KBS, Knowledge Booster Sessions. What's your comment on that, and how did KBS sessions, Knowledge Booster Sessions, help you at your personal level, professional growth, and as a student, how do you take it?
First of all, I would say that knowledge booster sessions were one of the best sessions I had at PT. I never missed one session, so I had all the notes.
You had 100% attendance in
Yes,
KBS. Great.
KBS I never missed. Some sessions I had repeated also.
Okay, okay.
Attended twice because they were so interesting, and it was great to learn those things in a comprehended form, like in consolidated form. Everything we get at one place only related to subjects and how do we connect the dots. So the GKCA part was prepared through the KBS sessions only, and that was great.
Okay. So did it help you during your essay writing, VAT, GD interviews, or even understanding few RCs?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually the content helped us to build for the VAT and essay writings also.
Or VAT, you mean to say written ability test, essay writing. Okay, fine. Now I would like to know how did you prepare for DI and logical reasoning?
So for DI, I used to practice sheets and the booklets provided at PT. And apart from that, for the LR part, I used to solve the puzzles. One book was there.
George Summers?
George Summers.
Okay, great, great. George Summers is something very good.
The great book of puzzles.
Correct, correct. Now I'll come on to the personality assessment part. So Rajat, I would like to know how has been your experience with PI and VAT and all those things, and how did PT help you in that?
Sir, I am an introvert type of person, so
You are an too.
interviews and GDs are a difficult part for me. CAT was much easier than that. I had to sit in a cubicle and write alone. So for that I had to practice much more than CAT. So I attended the sessions, GD sessions, and given lots of mocks PI and PT. So they helped me open up and talk confidently in front of interviewers. So that was very helpful.
Any specific funny experience you would like to share of related to your PI? Something was asked to you and you were kind of, sitting down, or something you came out of that crisis in some way.
Not a crisis, I would say. Interview. Whole of interview was a surprise. It was the XLRI interview, and there were two interviews for two different courses. First one I attended. The second one for my event, the panel was same, and they recalled me, they remembered me. So they said, we won't ask you anything, you are done with the interview, like that. Because you are opting for both courses coming here, and we have asked you all. So they didn't ask me. Said, you want to tell anything? You tell, or you let's go.
So did you say something?
Yeah, I told them I was in Delhi, so I was roaming around and having the scene.
Okay.
So they asked me about the tourist places near around Delhi and all that.
Okay. Now, Rajat, what do you think was the role of PRAC-CAT, mock CAT test series in helping you crack your real exam or things like that? And how did you help you gauge yourself vis-a-vis real environment?
I would say mock CATs are the most important parts of preparation because they actually give the idea of how the real test is going to be. So it is really important to give mock test and analyze what we have done right and what we have done wrong. So mock tests were really helpful, and I gave a lot of mock tests, and they gave me an idea about what will happen in test now in the actual CAT. So
Okay. Now, Rajat, towards the fag end of this session, I have a very basic question. Because in my own 10 years of training in PT education, I have counseled so many students, so I have seen there are phases where students, they really feel like quitting. At times, students just before the actual exam, they feel that I'm not going to perform well in the actual exam and things like that. So what were your lows of your entire preparation and how did you overcome that situation?
sir, in some of the mocks I performed very poorly, mostly in the language section, English section. That was my weak part. So I had to analyze them 2-3 times to get through them. What I am doing wrong, how I have to correct it. So practicing more of it was my target, so that I could get over through them. And in the last also, like before the CAT, IFT exam was there and I failed that exam. So that was a part where I thought that I could not do that. But the motivation from the all faculties of PT, that was very helpful, and so I could take on the CAT again.
Okay. So Rajat, it was wonderful talking to you. I am very sure people who are going to watch this video are going to take a lot of inspiration for you. So before we call it a day, before we disperse, I would like to request you to address any one tip or any one last line you would like to give to all the MBA aspirants through this video.
Yes, sir, surely. I would
That
like
should help them in terms of keeping themselves motivated, believing in themselves and whatever.
I would just say that start your journey, but don't stop in midway, because in midway you won't go that way or this way. You will get drowned in the sea. So I would say just try to work hard and always stay focused on your goal, and that would help you. Be confident and work for it. Thank you.
Okay, Rajat, thank you so much for sparing your time. We wish you all the best. I hope that your MBA course with IIM should really help you and you should come out with flying colors. You should make the entire Chhattisgarh proud, your parents proud and all of us proud. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
Thanks
you,
a lot.
sir.